Hi guys, in this video we are going to be looking at week 9 in DevOps, which is basically this, automating the process of running containerized application developed in exercise 7 using Kubernetes. So let's get started. So the prerequisites are these things. So I'm not going to show you how to install Jenkins and all of that. I hope you already have that on your PC. So, okay, let us get started. So the first step is starting Jenkins. If you're on Windows, then click the Windows button plus the R button. So it's Windows plus R. Then you will see this pop up. Type services.msc and then click on OK. And then you will see a list which pops up. Scroll down to Jenkins. Uh, um, okay. Yep, Jenkins. Right click and click on Start. So this will basically start Jenkins on your system now, and now you can go to localhost and access Jenkins. For me, I have set up Jenkins on localhost 9000. For you, it might be different. So, yep, that is the first process. And then what we're going to do next is we have to clone a repository. So it is some application which we need to automate. So for now, this is what our sir has given us. So just go to this link, but do not clone this repository. I'll show you why if it loads. So as you can see, the Jenkins dashboard is here. This is taking forever to load. Okay guys, so once you open the link, you'll see this repository from Shiv4j. Do not clone this repository because the Jenkins file and the Docker file in this repository is empty. So as you can see, 0 lines, empty. And the Docker file is also 0 lines, empty. So what you have to do is, my bad. So once you go to this repository, on the top left corner, you'll see this forked from Wilson Boledula. So go to that repository and then clone this one. Because now if you go to the Jenkins file, it is not empty. It has stuff in it, okay? And even the Docker file is not empty. So this is what we need to clone. So it's very simple to clone a repository. Click on this code icon and then copy the link here. Once you have that link, go to your desktop, create a new folder. So I will call it demo 9 and then open this folder. Yep. So once you open this folder in VS Code, shit, my bad. What am I doing? Show more options, open with code. Yeah. So once you open it in VS Code, open your terminal. And once you open your terminal, you have to type git clone space the URL which you copied. So git clone space the URL, right? So now the entire project will be cloned locally into your system, which is done. Now what you have to do is you have to push this project into your own repository. So for that, what I'll do is you don't need this anymore. So go to your profile and then create a new repository by clicking on this new icon. So once you click on new, I'll call this demo 9 and keep it public for now and create the repository and then copy this link. Click on this button, the link will get copied and now go to your VS Code. So now there's an important command which you need to type. So since we cloned this repository from someone else, this repository currently has their GitHub link, right? So we have to link our GitHub to this repository. So we basically have to change the remote origin. So type this command git remote set URL origin and then paste your GitHub's link, your GitHub repository's link, and then click enter. So git remote that your okay, my bad. We need to cd and then type this command. We have to go into this folder, right? So once you type this command, the remote URL will be set to the repository which you created. So now what we need to do is push all of these files into our repository. So git add dot, this will basically add all the files, and then git commit. You can have some random commit message here. I'll have initial, and then git push origin main. So do this. What this will do is it will push all of these files into the main branch. Now if you go here and click on reload, as you can see all the files have been pushed, and if you go to the Jenkins file, as you can see, it is not empty, right? So one more important step we need to do is if we go to our Jenkins file, we have to change a couple of things here. Okay, so the first thing is as you can see, the links which are here are of this guy, I mean Wilson would allow. So you have to change this to your Docker Hub links. So what you have to do for that is go to Docker Hub and create a new repository. So Docker Hub. Okay guys, so once you go to Docker Hub and log in, you'll see something like this. And now we need to create a new repository. Okay, so click on this create a repository, and the name of the repository will be w9-dh-app. You can actually have whatever name you want, and because our Jenkins file has this already, so I'm naming it the same way. And once you do this, click on public. This will obviously get selected by default, so let that stay public, and then click on create, and then yeah, now your repository is created. So now as you can see, we have our own link. This is what we need to have in place of this. Okay, so just copy this. Yours might be different, mine is this, and paste it here. So you have to modify it in both of these places. And also if you scroll, I think yeah, that is it. And now we need to add another important command here, which is which is going to be the login credentials. Because Jenkins, what it does is it builds your project and then it pushes it into Docker Hub. So if Jenkins has to push your code into Docker Hub, it needs access to your Docker Hub, right? So you need to give Jenkins your username and password. There are multiple ways to do this. You can also go to Jenkins and set up environment variables, but I've already done that, and I feel like this was the easier version, and you can get it done with for the lab. So bat, and then single quotes, docker login dash u, and here you will type your username, and slash p, that means password. You will type your password here. Cool. This is my username and this is my password. Your username and password might be different, so you have to enter your username and password here. Okay, so once you guys have made these changes, go to your terminal again and push these new changes into your repository. So cd git add git commit. You can give whatever message you want, or let's say deploy, and then git push origin main, and all of these changes will be pushed to your GitHub. And now the final step, as you can see right now there are no images. Even if you go here, as you can see it contains no images. So now go to Jenkins, and here what we'll do is here we'll basically create a new pipeline project and connect our GitHub repository. So on the top left, click on new item. Once you do that, you'll see something like this. Name it whatever you want. Right now I'll name it as week 9 demo, and then click on pipeline and then click OK. Once you do this, go to pipeline, and then in the definition section, click pipeline script from SCM. So SCM is basically source code management, and right now we're using GitHub, right? So in SCM we'll select Git, and then here you have to give the URL of your GitHub repository. So my GitHub, one second. So as you can see, we've created this repository, right? So we'll go here and we'll copy the URL of this repository and then go to Jenkins and then paste it here. Okay, so that's that. Or you can also do this. It's the same thing. I think doing this is better. So this is the URL of your repository. So if you scroll down here, you have to select the branch which your code is present in. As you can see, our code is in the main branch because when we were pushing, we used git push origin main. So we pushed to the main branch. So our entire code is on the main branch. So here, just remove this and type main, and that's it. Once you do both of these things, you can save this. Once you save it, you have to build it. This will be one of the final steps of our project. So click on build now, and yeah, it's building. Stage view status. Okay, let's wait for it to build. So as you guys can see, the build is complete and all of these three stages are complete. And one thing which you guys need to make sure is that when you open Docker desktop on your system, you have to stay logged in here. If you're logged out, then this process won't work because Jenkins also needs access to your Docker. And as you can see, it basically needs Minikube, and Minikube is basically like, it is basically a Kubernetes cluster which runs on your Docker desktop. So Jenkins needs access to that. So that is the reason why you have to stay logged in on your Docker desktop. So that is one another important step. So yep, that is it. And speaking about the last steps mentioned in the manual, we actually do not need to add all of these steps. So once you get this, it's basically done. Now, even if we go to Docker Hub and you basically reload, you can see your images here. Yeah, so as you guys can see, there's an image in our repository now. And yeah, this is the image, the latest. And as you can see, Jenkins pushed it 5 minutes ago. And if you go to our manual, they've basically mentioned steps to push it manually. We do not need to do this, and we also don't need this, because if you look at our Jenkins file in our build, test, and deploy, uh, let's look at the build step. In our build, we basically built the image, we have tagged it, and then also pushed it to our Docker Hub. So all of this is automated. And also the deploy part, which you see here, the Kubernetes apply and all of these things are also automated. So you do not need to do that manually. So that's that. And if you want to look at your Kubernetes dashboard, if you want to look at this, there's one command, apply get service, I think, yeah, Minikube dashboard. So if you basically open terminal in your VS Code and type Minikube dashboard, you'll basically see those three circles. So cd into that repository and Minikube dashboard. So once you do this, the controller Minikube does not exist. Minikube start. Okay, my bad. You have to start it first, and then you can access the dashboard. Mm. So once you guys start Minikube, it looks something like this. But if it doesn't start for you, which also happened to me, what you can do is you can run Minikube stop, and then after running Minikube stop, you can run this Minikube start hyphen hyphen driver equal to Docker. This will basically restart your Minikube with Docker driver. So once your Minikube is started, what you need to do is go to this file called mykube1-deployment, and on line number 19, change this to your username. So SIDDA. So this is my username. You guys will put your username in here. So once you do that, we need to do two things. We basically need to apply this deployment file, and then we also need to apply the service file. Okay, so just use these commands, click enter, So that is done. And then we also need to apply the service command, I mean the service file. So paste that. And once both of these are done, we can start our dashboard, which is basically Minikube dashboard. So Minikube dashboard. This will take a couple of minutes. So as you can see, once it gives you the link, you can basically go to this link and you will successfully see all of your deployments and pods. So that's it. If when you type a Minikube dashboard and if it shows pending, so when it's pending, it will basically show you yellow dots instead of green dots. So all you have to do is basically Control C and then type Minikube dashboard again, as you can see, or you can type get nodes and get pods and then type Minikube dashboard again. It will basically restart the dashboard and it will pull all the deployments from the Kubernetes cluster from your Docker. So if it shows you yellow circles, just type Control C and run Minikube dashboard again. So that was it for the ninth experiment. Hope you guys understood everything. Thank you.